Hello guys, today we're going to make picadillo. Picadillo is ground beef that has become Latin. And that's because of the seasonings that you're going to put into it and the different ingredients that really it kind of becomes a party on a plate. So this is the way that we Cubans like to make it. So this is picadillo, Cuban style. I have these all out on my dining room table, as you can tell. Okay, so these are the ingredients that you're going to use for the picadillo. First of all, I have minced garlic, but as always, you can use the actual cloves, or you can use powdered, but I like this. It's the closest thing to the clove. And then you have oregano, black pepper, salt, 1 bay leaf. You don't have to use this next ingredient, but I like to put 1 packet of the sazon. This one has culantro and achote, which are coriander and annatto. So one little packet, one will do you. I like to make my picadillo nice and saucy, so I'm going to use this tomato sauce, and about 2 tablespoons is what is left of my tomato paste. If I need a little more, but I doubt it, I think that'll be pretty much enough. Also, here is olive oil. We'll be using olive oil. These are the fun ingredients now over here. Raisins, you don't have to, it's optional. Potato, which I used actually one this size and a smaller one, because we like to find some potatoes in our picadillo. It was the way my mom made it. And not all of those olives, but probably about 3/4 of that little jar drained that we're going to add to it. Of course, we need also some diced onions and green pepper. And last but not least, the meat, which this looks like it's more because it's a little bowl. It's probably about 1.25 pounds. You would have to just, if you're making more, of course, you would have to just adjust your amounts of everything else. So that is what you're going to be needing. Not really, it's a pretty simple recipe to make picadillo cubano. Before we do anything else, we're going to fry the potatoes, which I cut this morning, and I cut them into kind of little cubes. Not too small, but into little cubes. We're going to fry them as if they were French fries, okay, so that they hold up good in that sauce. I have a family fry. It's set for 20. I'm going to put it there right in. Sizzling. Or you can fry them up however you do them, okay? And in the meantime, we're also going to do the rice. I like to do everything a little bit ahead of time, like that you're free to really concentrate on your picadillo, okay? So we'll let that cook, but in the meantime, we'll get to it. Cool, everything now is sizzling, including the potatoes. The rice is being made, and I'm now browning and breaking up the ground beef. This is almost like a one-pot thing, except for well, no, I guess not because of the rice and the potatoes. But basically, picadillo itself is almost one pot, one pan. And I like to use just any pan that's going to be easy to clean, which is this stainless steel one. And as you can see, it's getting done pretty quickly. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. And you can see, you can already start to see that there's a lot of, I don't put any olive oil yet. I'll put it after. The meat makes its own grease, so I don't add to it. And then I'm going to drain this, and then I'm going to come right back to this same pan, and we'll keep going. So after the meat is browned, there's no more pink spots, you drain it, you put it in the strainer. I'm just going to add a little bit, just a little bit of olive oil for flavor. That's good. I'm going to add the onions and the peppers. Make sure they get done. There's also still a little bit, I'm going to add just a tiny bit more of the olive oil, just a little bit more. Just a couple seconds so they get translucent, so they cook nice. I'll turn it up just a tad. It's already smelling like my mother's kitchen. I guess a good 3-4 minutes I'm going to cook it. My rice is already done, so that will set aside. As long as you keep that covered, that'll stay warm. So return the meat. The pan. Turn it down a little. Make sure you got all of it. And now we're going to put the sauce. And I'm going to add the tomato paste. That'll be enough. You can always add a little bit more. You know what? I'll let it cook for a little bit. I think that's good though. A little bit more in here. My husband came in here looking for potatoes to steal some potatoes. Anyway, here is, we're going to start with our seasonings now. I'm going to add a nice healthy dose of garlic. Okay. Some salt. Not too much, because the sazon has some salt. A little bit of pepper. You can also use ground pepper. Here's oregano. Okay. Here is a bay leaf. I'm turning it down way low. So there's a bay leaf that, remember, we'll remove it, but we'll let it season up this meat some. Oh, that little messed up. Okay. It's just letting me know that the potatoes are done. Here is sazon. Sometimes I add a little bit of hot sauce, which is not traditional, but I like it to be like that sometimes. We're not going to cook this too long, because because you don't want it to get dried out and you want it to be saucy. But before I put in my potatoes, I'm going to drain the potatoes and I'm going to add them and the rest of the ingredients. So we'll be right back. Beautiful. I'm going to add some of these, not all, some of these. A little bit more than that. I drained that. Here's about a handful of raisins. A little bit more maybe. And now the potatoes, right on top. And we're going to give it a stir. We're going to let the potatoes get coated. It smells great. It smells amazing. It smells really nice. I'm going to let that get coated. And I'm going to let that cook on very low just for a few minutes so that all the seasonings and everything get there. And then we are ready to serve our picadillo. So I'm going to put, you don't need that much rice when you have picadillo. As a matter of fact, it's serving ideas. You can have it with some, you can have it with tostones, which are plantains. There goes my husband. He's ready for dinner. I'm going to call him. You can have it with the plantains, which are actually the sweet plantains, or the maduritos, or you can have them with the ones that are the ones that have that are. We'll make them sometime. The ones that are more the starchier ones. Okay. I'm just going to make it with some salad. We just have some salad. My husband's getting his Coke ready to go. And we'll just taste it. Get a piece of, try to get a piece of everything. Try to get a piece of the potato too. The raisins give some sweetness. That's why my mother made it too. My kids don't like it with the raisins, so I leave it out. But that is picadillo over white rice, okay? So I hope that you'll join me. I hope you make it. Let me know if you do make it. He just went outside. And let me know if you like it. And just like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope that you like picadillo cubano. About the side.
What about the sides? You mean about the things that I'm not getting? You mean the things that I'm not getting for dinner?
That's right.
You mean the things that you mentioned to other people that I don't get?
He's not getting tostones.
I don't understand that.
A little salad.
I'm getting a little salad. I mean, it's good for my health and everything else, but you know what? I really want the authentic Cuban dinner.